no.
Okay,
The, the hell is that supposed to
YouTube?
mean?
You,
YouTube, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to
so
me,
you'll
Can we?
YouTube?
know. You'll
Hello,
be
ladies and
reminded.
gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies. And today, we're gonna let the sky fall and watch it crumble.
Oh,
Question. Why? Why?
why what?
Why?
Why what?
Alex, explain to me the edits you've made on this poster.
Oh,
Oh,
you'll see as the movie goes on.
Why is James Bond Heath Ledger? And
That's
why do
not
we have
James
Don
Bond.
Cheadle?
James
Then
Bond, yeah,
who?
I was gonna say, so I
Oh
fully
yeah,
support
Don
Don Cheadle
Cheadle.
in his campaign to become the next James Bond, whether he wants to be or not. I have a feeling he'll probably be better in the role than, well, a lot of the people
Is
who are going out for it.
is that Jared Leto?
That is not. That is, in fact, Javier Bardem with,
Why is
some...
Javier Bardem and the one with the Joker stuff?
Oh, you'll see. I'm surprised you haven't...
And the penny?
Oh, you'll see.
What do you mean I'll see? I don't
you'll
get it.
see.
Don't worry
What
about it.
the hell? I
So,
do worry about it
in a
because I
3,
know you.
in a 3, and a 2, and a 1.
This is. It actually took me until I think last year to finally watch this movie in full because I did
Oh,
watch
man.
half of it
This,
when I was
this...
younger.
Roar,
Oh, yeah, I saw this one
Or
in theaters.
roar.
This is, like,
this
by far and away, I think this might be my favorite
the
of the,
Craig
of the
movies.
trilogy. We'll call it the trilogy, because the next two are...
Yeah, no,
So what you're telling me is that Spectre and the last one don't exist in your mind.
I would like to believe they
Yes.
don't. Like, I mean, and this also came out to celebrate what,
So
the
so
50th or
Alex,
60th
I,
anniversary
I
of
Yes.
get the
Bond?
distinctive I get the distinct impression based on your fondness of this film, you're a Katy Perry fan.
Katy Perry did not sing this fucking theme song, Kevin. We've been over this.
Oh, already, I love the
I'm
cinematography.
sorry.
Look at
Hey, who
that.
did sing Skyfall? I'll refresh my memory.
Adele.
Okay, then you're a fan of Adele.
Yes.
And
I feel sorry for you.
they actually performed the Skyfall, main theme at the, Oscars in
Well, he's
2013.
already dead,
Yep, they
Mhm.
did.
and so is him. Damn it, I'm all out of people to kill.
I think
Yeah, this is one of the
this is
many
where
reasons I say that 2012 is one of the best years for film in history.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
Deadpool outright agrees with you on that one.
Yes, it really is. Like, 2012 was the greatest year for cinema. And hello,
Someone's still
Judy Gus.
alive. For once, I'm trying to save lives, not kill them.
God damn it, Em.
And
For once, I'm
building a
listening
bit.
to you.
I was also
I don't
gonna
know why.
say,
I don't know why my mind kept wandering to Katy Perry when it's supposed to be Adele Dazeem.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is the movie where
Notice that.
Daniel
Notice what I quoted there.
Mm.
I this is the movie where Daniel just nailed his interpretation of Bond.
You guys do realize that I was making a John Travolta reference, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'll be right back.
okay.
Thank you, Eve. Very smart to destroy both of your mirrors.
Mhm.
Hey, Black Widow. You know,
Right.
this film this film has a reason for the things the characters do.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I agree with you. I mean, the Black Widow I'm sorry. This is already better than not just the Black Widow movie, but also Captain America: Civil War, just in terms of what's going on.
Well, yeah. Better editing continuity too. Yeah, and this is better inspiration from previous James Bond films than well, Spectre, when Spectre is essentially just reciting the greatest hits of several.
Yeah.
Okay,
Black
Alex,
Widow
I
does
have
as
a
well.
question.
Yes.
So, how did you feel about Harry Potter and the not so Second Amendment?
The deathly weapons. Well, considering we spent like the subsequent 30 minutes after we finished the quote unquote film watching Harry Potter YouTube poops and having a much better time, you should be able to figure that out.
No, because one, I wasn't there. Two, um, two,
So
I couldn't see
essentially,
jack shit.
okay, so essentially what happened was the film is Harry Potter and the Deathly Weapons was a like a 5-minute sketch that got stretched out into a full quote unquote feature length film without the necessary without the prerequisite attention to detail that makes YouTube poops so raucously hilarious. And then we watched YouTube poops instead and they were much better.
I love the kinetic, editing going on, like, it's not cutting away too much, you can still see what's going on, but
Yeah.
I love it when editing reflects what's happening on screen, like, there's tension right now.
Plus, you can actually follow the action. There's not like a massive jump between. Oh, god damn it, James. There's not like a
Why?
massive jump between each cut like there is in like Black Widow, for instance, or Civil War, or a lot of
Yeah.
the a lot of the Marvel espionage films they've made.
I
Just
love
about
that.
everything after the Winter Soldier had some level of horrible editing. And the
Yeah.
editing, Marvel editing was never that great to begin with. It started falling downhill quite significantly with Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
As you pointed out in your Black Widow review.
Yes. And I've been going back over my Black Widow review recently, remastering it and adding in some more stuff, so I'm actually going to be dangerously close to a point where I have to record entirely new lines for that
Just
video.
remember, Infinity War came out in 2018,
Oh,
not
Kevin,
2017.
I already dubbed that out.
I know, I'm just making
Oh,
sure you
attaboy.
And I
remember.
re-recorded that line as well because I couldn't get it to sound any better.
Oh, I love this moment.
In case you're wondering, Bender, for context sake, when Alex made his first video on Black
The
Widow.
first draft of the Black Widow video had me saying that Infinity War came out in 2017. Thankfully, Kevin pointed it out, and I fixed that. But
He gave
ooh,
me a copy of the script.
yeah. But I wasn't the only person who made that mistake. We're the Beatles, and we're getting in the way of you stopping this terrorist, James Bond.
I love this, like, this just shows
Oh
how
god!
adaptive James
Ringo,
should
he's
be.
smashing us! Ringo, no, please! Ringo, help us! Ringo!
By the way, when are you putting out that remastered bit of the prologue?
Once
Log
I
in part
get,
1?
once I get the, once I get done with the Morocco scene.
Ah, okay. Don't worry, I'm only committing mild domestic terrorism, folks.
Not to worry, you are still driving half a train.
Ah, fuck train, yeah. Read my mind.
Nah, I wasn't gonna go for a Star Wars reference. That would have been a little too easy. And last I checked, we don't make easy jokes on this channel, or at least we try to have
The-
standards.
Just changing carriages. I
that
love that.
was that was fucking classic Bond right there. They used that shot in the trailer.
Duck.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Diarrhea, eat your heart out.
I know, right? Oh shit. I have high expectations for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It legitimately looks like it's going to be a good game. It just sucks that it has to come out
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
year
say it's
after.
like
So,
it doesn't look like it's a bad game. It's just like Indiana Jones should be a third person game, you know?
But then again,
so,
you're going to get
oh, Al,
comparisons to you're going to automatically get comparisons to Tomb Raider and Uncharted, and I think that's also too. But the machine games don't make third person games; they make first. Their engine runs on a first person,
Yeah,
so they
oh,
true.
would have had to
Alex.
create a whole new engine.
Yo, Kevin.
So that person I had told you about that I recently commissioned art from over a week ago. Oh, it turns out they were a little more caught up with like college stuff, to which I'm like,
Okay.
sometimes I gotta remind myself
Come on.
of some that not
Oh,
every that not
Nope.
every artist I interact with has all the free time in the world.
Yeah. It
She's gonna shoot Bond, isn't she?
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
So that's yes.
don't fucking take it. Then don't take it. Eve? Eve, don't you fucking dare. Audio quality on that was odd.
Take the shot.
How did I guess that was gonna happen?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, now we gotta lean into our title card.
Yeah. All right. What? How much of a drop was that, Alex? What was that? Like a 20, 30 foot drop?
It was at least 25, 30 feet, yeah.
Bond should be dead.
M? I hope you're bloody satisfied.
It's M. Is she ever satisfied?
Uh,
This intro was so good that even the Simpsons 600th episode parodied it.
yeah. Maybe when Jeffrey Palmer's around.
Somebody made a version of this intro, but with Ashes by Celine Dion.
That is
Makes
good.
sense.
Oh,
Unfortunately, they don't play this song on the radio much anymore. Even though it
I
was a
remember it being
pretty...
popular.
They played it on the radio back when the movie came out, but, like...
Oh, Ray Fiennes is in this.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Voldemort. Somebody whose name I can't pronounce.
Yep,
So,
Ben Winslow,
so
Paddington
Alex,
Bear himself.
What you're saying is that it is that this song is sung by an angry bird?
Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at Skyfall. At Skyfall. Yeah, and with this, we have the last truly great James Bond theme song. Because the next one is a Sam Smith song written in 10 minutes. And the one after that was Billie Eilish.
Now, oh, now tell me this, gentlemen,
Yeah?
and do you think Adele Dazeem and, and was specifically commissioned to make this?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
they specifically got her for this song, yes.
Are you
and
sure they didn't
I
think of getting anybody else?
I mean, I could look it up. Pretty sure. Nope, the idea for Adele to do a
huh,
James Bond song came to them back in 2011.
Really? So this was planned as far back as the year before this film came out?
Yep.
Now, imagine if you would, but,
The song was actually recorded at Abbey Road Studio, which is the place where the Beatles recorded Abbey Road.
there he is.
And this was coinciding with Judi Dench's macular degeneration. She has two different kinds of macular degeneration, one in each eye, and was getting to a point where she couldn't read scripts anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how did she come around it in this in this
Well,
movie?
they
Microphone?
so what they've done is she's they sort of read the lines to her over like headphones so that she could memorize them.
Yeah.
Although she has continued to act in other productions since then.
Yeah.
She's
There was
89
a
years old as of now.
yep.
Mhm. And she had been with the James Bond franchise since the start of um the 90s.
GoldenEye, yes.
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Me personally, I would have rather retired from acting than been in Artemis Fowl and Cats, but you know.
Yeah. To each their own. Also, unlike the previous Bond films, the Skyfall won 2 Oscars,
Yes, it did.
for best, oh boy, for best for best achievement for best achievement in sound editing and for best achievement in music, for the opening song, Skyfall.
Yep.
So this film grossed over $1 billion.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, yeah, but funny how it also, yeah, but funny how it didn't win that many awards. Like, it's hell, even the cinematography was nominated, but it did not win. Oh, shit. Yep, that's right, I forgot. This is the first Bond film to gross over $1 billion
Yep.
worldwide, making it the 3rd movie to do it that year. Because you had what? The Dark Knight
Oh,
Rises and the Avengers. Oh, yeah,
oh,
it's
oh.
James Bond. This is what I like to believe Daniel Craig is doing now that he's long since left the Bond
Yeah.
franchise.
He's like, thank God.
In
Now I can
between
get snooze. Now I can
yeah,
get snoo with my lover.
in between being in shitty Ryan Johnson films, he's just porking away. So they is like, oh dear God, thank you. Oh, I don't have to. Yeah, this is Daniel Craig's attitude towards the Bond movies in a nutshell
Yeah,
right here. Scars all over his body, taking painkillers.
yeah, walking around his house naked.
Okay, so highest grossing films of 2012. Avengers, obviously. Skyfall is number 2. The Dark Knight Rises at number 3. Hobbit at 1,
That's
at
right.
number
That
4.
that yeah, that got over $1 billion too.
Ice Age Continental Drift was 877 million dollars.
That's just fucking crazy.
Excuse me. Breaking Dawn Part 2, 829 million. And then
I
Amazing
feel
Spider-Man 1 at 757 million.
Yeah. Uh, do it, pussy. So you have to drink the drink without alarming the scorpion.
clever.
Very. This is also modern day Daniel Craig.
Remember when Daniel Craig was in the film adaptation of The Golden Compass? Me too.
Yes, so do I.
Never seen it. I know it won an Academy Award. It beat out Transformers,
Okay,
the first
okay, let
movie,
me
for
explain this.
achievement and
The
visual
Oh?
effects.
movie is edited all wrong.
Well, I'm aware of that.
There are deleted scenes in the film that would have made the that
Oh,
would
I
have
remember.
if edited correctly, would have actually made the film a more somewhat complete story.
Yep.
You can only see this in, of all things, the goddamn video game
Yep.
and the movie novelization and the movie novel.
Yep. Yep, that's been, quite a few things have been like that.
I can't fathom why it was made.
Was it
It
a
was
Warner
edited
Brothers
in that way.
production?
Let me go and look that up.
2007. Nope. Yes, New Line Cinema. Yep, it was.
Fuck me.
It's amazing. It's outstanding. How is it that I can fucking predict this shit a mile a goddamn way?
So Nicole Kidman, Sam Elliott, Ava Green, Ian McKellen, Ian McShane, Freddie Heimer, or Kathy Bates, Kristen Scott Thomas, and Daniel Craig all got on higher
Oh,
billing than the actress who played the star of the
I love
movie.
this.
Yeah.
I love this moment.
This is just when I think I'm out. They pull me back in.
They pull me in through by this wire they have attached to my penis. It's very painful.
Uh,
Like seriously, I still have scarrings on there. Would you like to see it?
Got scars
It's
all up and down my
the
body.
bloody.
Would you like to see them?
Well, the agents are all dead anyway.
Missed opportunity for a, Rick Astley reference there, but whatever. This movie isn't being written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, thankfully.
And what is he known for?
He's known for Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, Riverdale, the fucking Carrie musical, and a bunch of other awful, awful productions.
So, in other words, things I should not even look at.
Yes!
Glad to hear we're not putting those on our list.
If I can find a recording of Turn Off the Dark, it would be worth watching for educational purposes, but other than that, no.
My response to any of those would be I'm just going to go get a blindfold, put it on, and be like, see nothing and I hear nothing. Therefore, there is nothing.
I I love that. This is
Oh yeah, keep that in mind, it's gonna be important later.
yeah,
Death of an unmarried employee with no next of kin.
yeah.
More specifically, it'll be important in the next two films.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's about to turn 90 soon, Judy Dan.
They're going to keep making him do this until he's 90.
God, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if they announced the new James Bond the new James Bond film is bringing back Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
somehow Daniel Craig returned.
You know what would be good? Here's a twist.
So,
Here's a twist.
Just get Oscar Isaac to deliver her that line as, like, somehow James Bond returned, and have him do it in
No,
that
no.
accent.
No, no. Okay, so Alex, I got a twist for you.
Art.
Yeah.
So in art, so so I ended up finding an RHACB versus Clear Ice video, and my god,
Sorry, Gizmo. Not Gizmo. Bender. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Bender.
okay.
What were you about to say?
So here's a twist. Say for the new James Bond, they do bring Daniel Craig back, but he's M.
And then they get Pierce Brosnan back as Bond?
No, I think Pierce Brosnan would be a great villain, and then you could
I
have
just
the new
think.
Bond just
True.
go up against, just share screen with two previous Bonds.
Yeah. See, I think they should do like an old man Bond, like a Brosnan version of Never Say Never Again, you know? But
Yeah.
I understand. I
which by the way,
understand the idea of bringing Daniel Craig back as M. That would be an interesting concept. But then
which
again,
by the
you'd
way,
have
that
to make another
acronym
Casino
I
Royale.
Yeah.
which by the way, that acronym I reference stands for a red hot aluminum copper or ball.
Oh yeah,
Basically, put that on clear ice, and then watch what
it's
happens.
Oh.
currently pictured as me after my workout.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Huh?
he missed.
He almost
Oh,
never misses.
it's the shoulder wound.
James, have you thought about using your other hand?
No.
Oh, tremors.
Because when I have issues with my sword arm, I throw it off to the other hand.
Nope, 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 nope. All miss.
Have I been reduced to the aim of a bloody stormtrooper?
Turn it sideways, James.
I would love. Okay, if we were gonna do an old man Bond, you know who would be kind of great as a for that? But we don't have to be so old, like just old. I would want Colin Firth to be James Bond.
Hmm,
He already did. He already proved he could do the stunts in the Kingsman movies.
true. What about, actually, speaking of Kingsman, what about the guy who played Eggsy in that film being Bond?
Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
Taron's good.
I know you're listening, Mum.
Damn. Oh, England. Oh, roll credits. Even Mark Strong would make a good James Bond. I mean, you would have to put a wig on him, but you can have a bald James.
See,
Oh God, I hate what he does when he does this. Oh, yep, the shrapnel was still in there.
uh,
uh, yeah, usually, man, if I was, yeah, if I
oh,
was Bond,
your eyes only.
yeah.
And the fact that he did that without anesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to pull shit out of my body before, but I was like, I've never been shot. So, I'm mostly pulling out, like, oh, hi, Eve.
Someone, someone got a promotion. Good shot. It's his way of saying nothing personal. I get it.
Hit me with the best shot. Find your way.
She did not let go of that plate.
No.
Oh, hi, Voldemort.
Well, with great power comes great responsibility and all that.
Avada Kedavra. Sorry.
Oh,
Depleted uranium bullets.
good luck. Yeah, she lied. I love this scene, this introduction of the new Q.
Yeah, it only took us 3 movies, but we finally have our new Q. But it is truly a sight to behold.
It's Paddington Bear. Mm,
Shut the fuck up, Doug. Wait, you're not Doug? No, I'm not. What are you even doing here?
Tea Earl Grey hot, perhaps with a squirt of lemon?
mhm. Nice. I like that. Now they respect each other.
Trading a couple of barbs and, oh yeah. This... Yeah,
Okay,
this is...
then.
Yeah, this is still science fiction, by the way.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because, you can't... You can't reliably have, fingerprint sensors on things. Just ask my phone. Tap my index finger on the fingerprint scanner over and over and over again, and then it says, too many attempts, please use PIN.
Mm. Ha! Shout out to the exploding pill.
So, yeah, you can see where Joss Whedon stole the wind-up exploding penguins joke from.
Yep. Because
Thank
Joss
you,
Whedon
Patty
is
the Bear.
creatively bankrupt.
Not only not funny, it's also incredibly derivative.
Shanghai looks great.
Love the color and the contrast in this film. Everything just pops.
It does.
It's not one of those films that feels the need to make things duller to make it more realistic. Which is something
Agreed.
that, yeah, which is something that the Wicked film could learn from. All of the trailer footage I've seen of that film makes everything look so flat and dull. Like the bootlegs of the Broadway production look better than that. Hey, ay, ay.
A Bond just walked into a murder scene again.
Mhm. He does that.
Is this something in causing some drag on the elevator? No, I must be hearing things. I think I can afford to take the suppressor out.
Kind of reminds me of a scene from John Wick 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I, yep. That is definitely giving me some flashbacks to that. Only we don't have Mr. Whoa.
Whoa.
Bogus.
And he's got to play it nice and easy here, because there's no actual walls, just a
Yep.
bunch of glass. That's a stock wind sound effect.
Nice.
The contrast and the usage of the muzzle flashes in the lighting is really good here.
It
Because,
is.
like,
Mm-hmm.
you just have the silhouettes of them fighting in front of the jellyfish, illuminated by the shots. Hey, Netflix. Maybe you want to take some influence from this.
damn it.
Damn it. I was trying to make it so that he lived.
Yeah, for once in his career, Bond isn't mindlessly throwing people off of buildings. You come here often?
We'll bang, okay?
We'll bang Leecha.
30 yeses and a no means yes. Sorry, 30 no's and a yes means yes.
So we've all seen Family Guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Giggity.
You're going to have
Giggity giggity goo. Ah, it makes me nostalgic watching old YouTube.
Same.
Yep.
Back before the
Remember.
website went to hell.
Yep.
2012 was the year I started making videos, too. Or it might have been 2011.
Same.
But, hey, it was close enough.
I'm half naked trying to shave here. Oh, what do you want? I did not order room
I didn't
service.
call for room service.
Ha.
How did we both predict that line?
Ha. Are you enjoying the view, sweetheart?
So the Bad Guys 2 is coming out in August.
Hmm.
Okay. I
Yep.
wouldn't...
Sadly, Aquafina is still in it.
Oh, that's
Yes.
unfortunate.
So excuse me for a moment. Ah, do not bother communicating with me. I am currently the dead.
Eve, can you please stop talking to me?
Save my face for me.
No, I just want a nice shit of boobs in front of my face in case I die in the next 24 hours.
So how sauceless is How to Train Your Dragon's live action remake, gentlemen?
Well, the trailer
I
looks
mean,
like shit. It's a combination of shots they lifted directly from the movie, the original movie, which, you know, I'm all in favor of, and, bad color grading.
mhm.
And they got Gerard Butler back to actually play Stoic the
Hey,
Vast,
at least
just voice
they
him,
made some, smart decisions.
which is
Mhm.
to which I'm like, and yet they couldn't make all the smart decisions.
Like not making the film in the first place.
Mhm.
There it is.
Yeah, the remake is.
You know,
I think it's
you know
like
what they could have
they're just
done?
trying to promote their How to Train Your Dragon attraction they have at Universal Studios or whatever it is.
You want to
Mhm.
know what they could have done? They could have
Literally
adapted
anything.
the book,
Yes,
like they could have adapted the original book instead of
just
remaking the
remaking.
animated movie.
Yeah, funny how it's funny how over the course of 3 films, Daniel Craig went from being the young hotshot to being almost on his way out of the role.
There's James.
By the way, rest in peace to the original guitarist who played on the original James Bond theme.
Yes.
And we
Here,
should
here.
also oh, and we should also pay our respects to the original composer for SpongeBob who passed away.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, that's in peace. Him and Steven are reunited. They both don't have to work on this damn iteration anymore.
It's a Komodo dragon. I almost said Gila monster, but that's not the same thing.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
That's a callback to the first film, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what people will end up doing in the response to Astrid's casting in the remake of How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, I
They'll
don't.
point out the fact that Astrid's voice actress wasn't blonde.
Oh yeah, well, it's voice acting.
Yeah, they're
Frankly, I just don't care. I'll watch the film when it comes out, but I'm just like,
don't. Or you could do the smart thing and don't.
listen, I'm gonna wait for a cam rip and then I'll watch it.
Or
Yeah.
you could just not.
We have to have something to talk about on Mondays.
We have plenty to talk about on Mondays that
I
aren't
know,
related to shitty films.
I know.
Besides, you hear enough about me bitching about certain things.
Oh yeah. All I know, it's your fault I got invested in How to Train Your Dragon, so.
Yeah, but I only got you invested in all the good
And the
shit.
good,
I
and
didn't
the
get you.
good ones, yeah.
I didn't
Wow,
ask for
one
you to be
ship is
invested.
worth that much?
I have never. I don't think I've ever seen an image that is so incorrect in my entire life.
What?
Look in live stream commentary text chat.
Oh, yeah, the Scooby-Doo thing from
Tell me
earlier
what's
today.
wrong. Tell me what's wrong with this image.
Everything.
All right. So elaborate.
Oh,
Please do. I require it.
everything is wrong. I don't have to elaborate.
Yes,
If
you
you know the,
do.
if you know that stupid four-panel Scooby-Doo meme from earlier today, you know what's wrong with it.
No, I don't. Explain it to me.
Uh,
Well, first of all, Shaggy he bags all the ladies, so he would end up being in the same in category as Freddy, and people are really gonna say that Velma isn't hot when, you
she's
know.
been, she's been the meme hot one since the live-action movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she'd be in the same category as Fred. Daphne has been very useful in the series, so she's going into the same category. So
Yeah.
sad thing is everybody in Scooby Doo and is hot and useful
Oh, God. Let's go over here.
somehow. Don't ask me how that makes any sense, Bender.
Yeah, by the
I
way, the
won't.
Walther PPK updated model replaced the Walther P99, which itself replaced the original Walther PPK in James Bond.
I am very firmly a straight man, but
And the Walther PPK replaced
ugh,
the Beretta something or other that Bond had used. The first three novels. There's actually a rather brilliant piece of documentary footage of the guy who wrote to Sir Fleming about it. It was introduced by Sean Connery himself when they were filming Goldfinger. I wonder if those bubbles in the champagne are animated. Or if it's the actual bubbles. A lot of people are afraid and pretending not to be. Well, considering I fell off a train at the start of this film, I'd say I know quite a bit, thanks. Hypothetically, I can kill anybody. I mean, they'll try, as a lot of people have.
Uh,
So here we have Asian Vin Diesel,
oh,
Asian Willem Dafoe. I'm going to call you Asian Robbie Coltrane. Ow, God fucking damn it! Now we're in the
there's the
lizard.
dragon.
Now we're in the lizard pit with who's the guy who played the lizard?
Reese
uh,
Ifans.
We're
yeah.
we're in the lizard pit with Asian Rishi Funch. Oh,
Nice. Nice. Nice.
body slam.
Nice. Good body slam.
The James Bond equivalent of Hogan slamming Andre. God, this was so fucking cool in the theater.
He's dead.
You should have fed me earlier, you fat fuck. Now you're my dinner.
Keep in mind, and Komodo dragons have a very venomous bite. And if
Oh,
If they get a single, if
it's
they
not
get a
so
single
much that
bit,
it's venomous. It's poisonous because they don't produce venom. Their mouths are just that fucking dirty.
yeah, the bacteria in them is very lethal.
It's the circle of life,
No!
and it rules us all.
No, Sean Connery, you will not be singing that song.
Sean Connery would have sang that better than the people they got for the remake. Granted, he was dead at the time, but, you know.
There was some weird AI stuff made with Deadpool and Wolverine when Wolverine's telling Deadpool to shut up as Deadpool's trying to give him a pep talk about fighting Sabretooth.
Mhm.
The AI made it seem like Wolverine was going in for a kiss. I'm like, oh my god.
People can use
There's
people can use a oh, that's unfortunate. Hey, do you mind wiping the window down, honey? I know this is only a PG-13, but we can get away with seeing some boobs. Briefly. Try not to worry about that thing stabbing you in the back. It's my knife.
I know
Also,
it's your pain.
that might be because you're naked, darling.
Oh, as if it can get more obvious. It's the way hey, there's way what we're seeing from the silhouettes, it does look like they're forming a heart. Saddam Hussein
No, Captain Hussein.
is Voldemort our traitor?
Just wait.
So that's a yes. For the record, people, I have never seen this movie. I didn't even read any of the plot on Wikipedia.
Just
I
wait.
just have this knack for guessing.
I mean, that is technically true, but you know, England's England's government system is a little bit fucked up. Like
So I've heard.
America's is a little bit fucked up too, but it's like at least the people at least when you vote for somebody you know who you're voting for. But they do have like technically more efficient ways of getting rid of prime ministers than we do for presidents, but it also leads to some interesting changes in how things work. Oh, excuse me, I have something I need to stick between your boobs, and no, it's not my penis this time. People have been saying that to me for 3 movies now.
Ha.
So Alex, you know what was one joke in regards to one level that appears in Shadow Generations?
Oh yeah, speaking of Sonic Shadow Generations, they made a James Bond video game called 007 Legends, which was essentially like the Bond version of Sonic Generations, but it wasn't very good, and they were supposed to make a Skyfall game too, but it got turned into a single level that was DLC for 007 Legends.
Well, that's lame.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, I was
It's a shame,
saying.
because, like, this movie has a bunch of stuff that would be great to make into a game.
So one level that was in Shadow Generations that made good of a really bad Sonic game was Sunset Heights from. I want you to guess what game this is from, Alex.
Well, considering your general opinion of bad Sonic games is either Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic 06.
Nope. Try again. You get two
Ike,
more guesses.
Hi King Triton.
Oh, Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get two more guesses.
Uh, it's not Secret Rings.
Nope. None of the storybook games make an appearance in
Yeah,
this.
that fucking figures.
So you get one more guess.
Not Unleashed, because Unleashed is a good game.
Yeah, and Unleashed and Shadow wasn't in
Yeah,
Unleashed.
I was gonna say. So,
And I don't consider Unleashed a bad game. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, rats will eat each other. There are times where I've heard stories about rats getting trapped on, those little glue traps and being, like, right next to each other.
And they're forced to eat one another.
And, yeah, they'll eat each other fucking hardcore.
Interesting. Come on, Alex. You got one more guess. I know you can guess this.
Okay, so it's not one of the Riders games, is it?
Riders doesn't have a representation in Sonic Generations.
Okay, no. Oh, so it's can't be Adventure 1 or 2, can't be Heroes, can't be it's not from Shadow, it's not from 06. I give up, tell me.
Sonic Forces.
Huh. Huh. I was thinking too far back, I guess. I wouldn't have thought that Forces
Yeah.
would be that as a recent one, but yeah.
So yeah, Forces does have a representation in Generations, but in Shadow Generations, the only level that's representing it is Sunset Heights. And there is another level from
Yeah.
another
M
a really good Sonic game that came out recently.
M
Care to
falsified
get?
all of Bond's scores so that he could get back out into the field.
Of course she did.
Because, well, it was the only one she trusted to get this done.
Yep.
Currently having flashbacks to the last time I was tied to a chair. This is,
Strip,
you know, this,
stripped naked and
not,
beaten up.
not to put it too bluntly, but this is starting to get a little bit gay here.
It is a little bit gay here.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
He then just gives the biggest smirk imaginable. Anyway, so the other level is a level whose theme that I've already shown you, in Shadow Generations.
Yes.
It's Chaos Island from Sonic Force Frontiers.
Yes.
Hey, Bender. Bender? Bender! Dun, dun, dun,
What's
dun,
up?
dun. So, Alex and I were thinking of redoing a number of our very old commentaries, which are a bunch of like DC animated stuff.
Yeah, I
Which
want to
you
do all the
want to?
DC animated films in order, starting with Mask of the Phantasm. Would you want
Sure.
to be... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Because I've been meaning to get around to doing a review series called The Rise and Fall of DC Animation. And,
So we're
no?
going from Mask of the Phantasm, Batman, and Mr. Freeze,
Yeah,
Sub-Zero.
all
Oh,
the way to whatever the latest film is.
which is
Watchmen.
Oh, yeah.
fuck. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the Watchmen stuff that isn't Zack Snyder. So you're on your own for that.
We're gonna do I'm gonna do 3 videos on Watchmen, probably. Because there's the Watchmen motion comic, and then there's Watchmen the
Yeah.
Ultimate Cut. And then, of course, there's Watchmen the animated movie 2-parter thing that looks kind of terrible.
Yeah. Note that I am not going to do all of these.
I'm sure I can figure out how to rope you into this.
Nope, you can't. You're gonna have to think of something better.
Sort of expecting to hear a song about the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Comfy B coming over the radio.
No, instead you hear a no, instead you hear
All
the
right,
Pirates
Marie
of the
Kondo.
Caribbean theme.
You're going
Because
to go on and on
because
about the fucking
Javier,
sparrow. That's
I
that's
swear, it's
stupid
like,
fucking retcon. I don't even
the
dislike that
word.
movie, but that retcon was
Yeah,
stupid.
the movie isn't bad. It's just, yeah, that was a dumb retcon.
Because I read the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean books and comics, and that wasn't his fucking backstory. But we'll get to that when we finally get to the Pirates films.
So, Alex, I imagine that the
Don't
funny thing
lose
is,
your head.
you know, I think the only time I would ever want to do it was Sonic '06 is just,
Oh dear God.
Project '06.
Oh dear God, you're handing me a fucking smoothbore.
Which, by the way, Alex, how did you feel about Project '06?
I like it, I wish it was more complete.
Oh, it's gonna be more complete later down the line because Chaos X is still working on it. With the
This
last
is
story and the
the
boss fight.
ambiguously gay, the overtly gay duo. Oh, it's not a
They're
smoothbore.
overtly they are overtly gay. They are overtly gay. The overtly gay duo.
James, do you mind using your other fucking hand?
I don't think you want to see the old 007. That dude was a crazy asshole. Nice. He was faking.
Some fucking Mission Impossible shit right there.
Except it's not bullshit. And Captain Scientology, he isn't in this.
It's called a radio.
Oh. That was fucking brilliant. I love this. I love the writing in this film. Fucking tight.
It
I know. Where
is.
did all this go for the last few films?
Well, they had the fucking bitch behind the Tomb Raider reboot, right, the last film. So you know.
I see.
Weird, because they got the guys who wrote Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and this film to do it. Again, they also wrote Spectre, so... Excuse me.
What was the Javier Bardem's character in Pirates called?
God, that's a good fucking question. It's been a while.
Uh,
Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. This is
disgusting.
fucking grotesque.
Oh god.
Yeah, it
Ugh.
burned like a big chunk of his face out, too. Salazar.
Salazar.
Armando Salazar. I believe was a real-life Spanish naval officer, but I wouldn't swear to it. And thus begins Javier Bardem's long and storied career of having CGI do terrible things to his face. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a reference to the Hong Kong handover, which I maintain it was one of the biggest mistakes in international history. Because England had rented Hong Kong from the Chinese for a period of, I believe, 99 years. And then they turned it over with an agreement in place that Hong Kong was supposed to be left alone, which has since been expired as well. Personally, I think they should have just kept it. Damn the consequences. What the hell was China gonna do to the English?
Indeed.
China can't survive in their own fucking country, much less starting an international war against the British Empire.
Let alone America.
Let alone the rest of fucking NATO, but, you know. Coca-Cola in metal bottles. I've never seen that. Kind of
Oh
looks...
no, oh, those exist.
you know, Q, it kind of looks like, Ultron's brain. I gathered here today to put to rest the concept of MI6. I believe... I would believe that that kind of Rubik's Cube exists.
Yeah. Bond sees something. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, fucking God.
That Paddington, watch your mouth. Open the doors, you fucking idiot. He pulled a Heath Ledger's Joker on y'all.
And now you know why I painted Joker's makeup onto Javier on the poster. Thank you, Paddington. Your commentary is always worthwhile. Did they just advertise watches on the billboards and subway stations, or is that just something in movies?
Probably something just in movies.
I have to admit, I've never been to a subway station because I live in an area where if there were subways, they'd flood all the time.
Same.
Yeah. That's what we get for literally being at sea level.
Yes. Get on the train.
Hello, my name is James Bond, and I'm the fastest man alive. I can't remember who that actor is. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay, what did I miss?
Oh,
Juan just did the most epic
one of the best
jump
jokes in the
train
history of
on.
film, and
Of course, I missed something good.
yeah, and Bardem is currently wearing a cop's uniform.
So
Yeah.
he escaped.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of
he pulled a
course
Heath
he did.
Ledger's he pulled a Heath Ledger's Joker. He wanted to get caught.
Yeah, that
He
was
had a
why,
plan.
which is incidentally why I painted Joker's makeup onto him on the poster.
Makes sense.
Roading around at the speed of
Speed of
sound. Got, got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on.
They're not using improvised snowboards.
Technically, those were land boards, but yes.
So, how do you feel about the fact that when Death Battle did voice direction for specifically Curtis as Shadow, oh, they asked him to act bad on purpose to imitate the
But
old Sonic voices?
no, I didn't like that, as is
No.
well documented in our death battle reactions that we did.
Mhm. Ooh. Mm, mm. Oh.
Oh no.
Collateral damage. What's that?
So, are we sure this isn't a Nicolas Cage movie? Because Nicolas Cage was in a disaster flick where he tried to prevent a subway from derailing.
What film was that? I feel like I should
That was
know.
Knowing, the film where the world ended because of a solar flare.
uh,
Nicolas Cage yelling at a man on fire after a plane crash. Seems like a typical day for him.
Still a more interesting film than Left Behind.
I don't agree with you there. On Virtue, I don't know.
The Left Behind original film was terrible, and the remake was also terrible.
Oh God, Left Behind had Nick Cage in it too.
Yes, yes, it did. Interesting that British fire trucks have blue lights.
I'm getting flashbacks to Batman v Superman here. Oh, Voldemort took a bullet.
Double O agents shooting cops in Parliament, exploding the fire extinguishers like this is a Call of Duty game. What's next? No, Bond, don't take the Jaguar. They're going to make the most embarrassing commercial known to man.
Yeah. The Ashton. The it's so good to see the Ashton again.
Just imagine if instead of that it was a Honda Odyssey.
There's the classic Bond theme.
Yep, it's the Aston Martin he won in the first movie. A classic. Outfitted with all the classic gadgets, too. Gotta get back in time.
Aha.
So Deadpool hates a Honda Odyssey despite Sean Levy owning one.
That's probably why he hates it. Him and Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy have probably driven around in that car.
And he's a car dealer in the movie.
This looked fucking amazing in theaters. Like, just this
I'm
Yeah.
landscape shot was just impressive.
I'm sure it did. Also, Sean Levy is Canadian.
Orphans make the best recruits.
Yeah, fuck you, M.
Or as Salazar would say, "That'll be a storm a brewing." I don't know why I'm giving him a Scottish accent. The man's Spanish.
Storm Bruin. Mine was worse.
God, this is like, I like driving in places like this, but I also fucking hate it, because you know if something goes wrong, you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's gonna be a long walk to get help. Yep.
Skyfall.
All right, roll credits.
Yep. James Bond's ancestral home. And this was the film that finally put to rest the fan theory that he was the descendant of the original James Bond, and that all the others were all just impersonators. Although the fact that Connery was after Blofeld for killing off Lazenby's wife should have pretty well put that to rest already. Why the hell would he care if they weren't the same person?
Indeed.
Why the hell would Moore be laying flowers at her grave later on? Why would they have references to the wife in the subsequent films even after Moore left, you know?
Why
People can be
would
fucking stupid sometimes.
why would Bond still be porking the same ladies over and over again? So Kincaid here is played by Albert Finney,
Yep.
who had passed away in 2019.
Mm-hmm. And it is a beauty.
I thought you said swords were sexier than guns. Well, you got nothing to say to that?
Let's see. Let's see. We have a rifle, 3 magazines of ammunition, and
Puppies!
shotgun, and a knife. Yeah, Emma
By the
isn't
way,
her actual name, but, yeah.
just imagine if that chandelier accidentally fell near her. She's like, "Oh no, 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 no!"
Cue up the A-Team theme. Bum, 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 bum,
Bum, ba, da,
bum.
bum,
Ba-dum,
bum.
ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Da, ba, da, ba. Ba, da, ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba. Ba, ba, do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
No, I do my job.
Hey, Joker 2, that is how you bring up something that, you're not gonna bring up on screen. You don't make it a giant fucking plot point.
Indeed.
Really is a shame that when Sony put these films out on 4K, they wiped all the film grain away.
Yeah.
Because that really messed up the texture of the movie. Exploding light bulbs.
It's kind of reminding of me of when the wild geese were defending the Helsing Manor, or from the vampires using a
A
bunch of
bit.
mines around,
Yeah.
and those mines were filled with blessed ball bearings.
Smooth as fucking silk. Like, this would be such an amazing fucking game. Like, it's paced out almost exactly the way it would be in a video game. Like, and you have even have like story reasons for there to be certain weapons and certain ammo, and to pick up more ammunition as you go, and new weapons. So fucking good. So well paced out. Huh. We need to watch Apocalypse Now someday.
Yes, and I agree.
Sounds like they replaced the gun sound effect for that one shot with the sound effect from a different gun. Take the gun! Take the fucking gun! You not have any ammo left? Take the fucking gun! God, the contrast to the blue versus the dusty red of the dying sun is
Chef's kiss.
It's like it's kind of, yeah, that's an incendiary grenade. It's kind of like black and white but not, you know? little bit of Batman Begins influence here, too.
Yep.
Yeah, she actually was hit earlier. Ah.
Making sure he
Ooh.
doesn't have a car to leave in.
Let's not just take his life. We're going to take everything. And it only
You
makes
think
Bond all the more determined to get this shit done.
no,
Think
but you're
somebody
about to
might
be.
be. God. And even 12 years on, the effects hold up tremendously.
For some reason, I was reminded of no, 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 no. Oh, before getting trampled by a boulder.
I feel like I wonder how much of that was practical, because that looked like it was practical when they dropped the tail rotor down. Just something about the way actual fire looks on film when you've got the
Hey,
right contrast
Salazar, how
settings
are
on the
you still
camera.
alive? Riddle me that, Batman.
Oh, damn it, you should have turned off the flashlight. You can hear, like, the weary straining in his voice, too. Like
Yep.
he's... Like that, prosthetic jaw piece he wears is starting to, like, pop out a little. He's having to force himself to talk. Yeah, yeah. Them constantly tripping in the dark kind of gives you a reason why the groundskeeper and M are using the flashlight.
Yep.
And even though it gives their position away, they'd be,
It's a
well,
necessary risk.
yeah. they'd be stuck a long ways back. One of them might have even broken an ankle by now. Ooh.
A sparrow. The last time I am not a damn bird.
No, but you are named
Sparrow.
after an ornithologist. Fun fact, James Bond is actually named after an ornithologist. Who was a friend of Sir Ian
Oh,
Fleming's.
holy shit.
Yeah, he gave him the name because it was literally the most ordinary name he could find.
How are you doing, Salazar? I'm doing great, mother.
Just absolutely fantastic, Mum.
Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-ba. Well, I guess you could say. Well, I guess you could say that guy. I was welcome to a cold reception.
uh, try a little harder. Try a little less hard. You could write for the next James Bond film.
For the record, I gave no effort whatsoever to that.
I know.
But how is it creative enough to actually be a part of this franchise?
Like I said, if you try a little less, you could write for the next one.
So how is me not
Yep.
giving any effort whatsoever or
Sir Andrew Bond.
requiring me to try less
Yeah.
for a later film?
Sir Andrew Bond and Monique Delacroix. Delacroix. Delacroix?
Why?
Delacroix. Yeah, Delacroix Bond.
Why?
Yeah. That right there put, years, nearly a decade of fan speculation to bed. Standing here, I realize you, like you fucking care.
Twitter no balls. But I don't have balls.
Exactly. Sometimes it's better to do things the old-fashioned way.
Really? You thought a knife was going to kill me? I survived a goddamn explosion near my face.
I survived a fucking helicopter. You bitch.
You think this will do me in? Burrow. God's sakes, I was named after an ornithologist, not an absolute retard.
Last rat standing.
Right.
That is a fairly realistic depiction of what happens when somebody gets stabbed through the lungs, by the way.
And what was that?
Damn,
Well,
goddamn bitch, you actually made James cry about you.
uh, we mourn the loss of M.
Yep, and as they show, all the flags remain flying high, not half-mast. This is an oddly Batman-like shot for James Bond, but,
So shall we have Hans Zimmer? Or her well, James Newton Howard did it in Molasses.
yeah.
But that was in collab with Hans Zimmer. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah. No national day of mourning for her. Just,
Aw, cute.
That was the... I think that was the cookie jar he gave her in the last film.
Oh, so she's Moneypenny.
Yeah, now you see what me photoshopping the penny onto her face was about.
Ah, okay.
It's an unfortunate occurrence that Bond does not have his hat today. to throw upon that coat rack.
So Ray Fiennes is taking over.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not a traitor.
Ooh.
How subversive.
Yeah, the guy known for playing villains winds up playing the big hero in the end.
Oh god, the Spectre.
I was so stoked. I was so stoked for Spectre. I thought it was going to be so good. And in some ways it's not bad. Yeah, this was the celebration, the 50th anniversary of James Bond.
This gets a 9 out of
10
10.
out of 10. This is I'm torn. Like, I go back and forth between whether this or Casino Royale is my favorite of this era. And frankly, both it Casino Royale, GoldenEye, and License to Kill and Living Daylights they go up and down as to whether or not those are, those are like my favorite Bond films. And so today we wrap up the definitive James Bond trilogy. And now kind of,
This
2
movie was
weeks
a 9 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah. 2 weeks from now we will be delving into the slightly less good sequels. And the one written by the bitch who ruined Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones. At least she wasn't in the fucking movie this time.
So when are we gonna get the scene where James Bond is in a music video set to a Katy Perry song?
That will never happen.
What do you mean it won't happen? You never say never.
I'll never say never again either.
Uh, there's a mini game in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga where you have to, and I'm quoting the game on this one, jump the border. I want you to try to resist as hard as you can to make make an off-color joke.
We're going to build the wall and we're going to make Mario and Luigi pay for it.
That's not what I was referring to. Friggin' hell, man.
I had to do something.
Uh, but that's an easy joke. That's a
Yes, it
way too
is.
predictable joke. We don't make predictable jokes here.
Listen, I've been talking to the Mario brothers, Mario, and Luigi Mario. They're the best brothers. Awesome, very good, very cool. And a Princess Peach. And despite being a monarch, she's actually really good at her job. So, I've come to the conclusion that we need to build a wall, and Bowser has to pay for it. How else are we gonna keep him from kidnapping the princess over and over and over again? It's only right. It's only right. My Trump impression has gone between JFK into Joey Wheeler and then back again. Skyfall by Adele, Kenyali by whoever these people are, Moonlight by Jun Chen, CNN Breaking News Theme 2, I didn't know that that was a thing, Boom and Boom Boom, and the name's Bond, James Bond. Yep. Ah. Thanks to the Royal Navy for use of the Wildcat.
Alex, how do you feel about the droopy dog?
uh, he's pretty good. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow with Batman the Animated Series. And next week, we will be returning to the Tomorrowverse with Justice Society World War II.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. I wonder if it's going to have so many line moments.
A little bit.
Alex,
Oh
let me
dear.
just tell you this. Justice Society is the least mid movie out of the entirety of the Tomorrowverse.
That could
He's
mean
lying.
one of two things, Kevin. That could either mean that it's really good or really bad, or just above average, or below average.
It's only slightly above average.
Oh.
Disagree. I think it's fairly average.
Okay then. Well, I look forward to seeing this barely above, mid-average, below movie. Maybe.
And
It's
then
very interesting for them to do a multiverse film as their second actual release.
yeah.
Although technically, Soul of the Dragon was a multiverse film as well. I don't know.
Technically, but it stayed in its own lane.
Did that show up in the Crisis films or no?
No.
What?
Interesting.
No, Soul of the Dragon Batman never appears in Crisis.
Okay, yeah, so I had some absolute moron telling me that there is no such thing as a DC multiverse anymore, and I said, just based on how the multiple DC adaptations and properties work, that can't possibly be true.
Let's also not forget the fact that James Gunn has yet to erase Harley Quinn and TTG out of existence.
Yeah, I mean, he's also, gone back on whether or not Peacemaker is canon or not, but, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
You mean we'll cross that bridge?
No, I know what I fucking said, Kevin.
How do you know what you said?
I don't know. I don't always pay attention to the things that I say.
Which is why I have to pay attention to them.
Anyways, yeah, you know where to find me and Kevin, and go sub to Saber Comics on YouTube.
You're here.
Other than that, I don't think we have anything else to bring up again, so